Welcome to the Spooky Nerd Club, everyone. I'm your host, Ray.
And I'm your co-host, Horror Girls.
So today we're going to talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997, written by Kevin Williamson and Lois Duncan. This stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Freddie Prinze Jr., and I can't leave out Ryan Phillippe. And this film was directed by Jim. I'm just going to call him Jim.
You can't read?
Of course I can read!
Now that I think about it, the title of this movie is so long, it kind of makes me feel like maybe if the writer might have been inspired by some Giallo films. I Know What You Did Last Summer. You got bit by a scorpion's tail or some shit like that. First things first, Horror Girl. What's your original impression of this movie?
Originally, when I watched it, I thought it was pretty good, but I was like 15. Yeah, so then the rewatch, things changed a little bit, which we'll get into that.
Yo, I'm on the same page as you about that, because when I was younger, I thought it was pretty cool and I liked it, but like watching it as an adult, I'm kind of like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Immediately from the beginning of the movie, Jennifer Love Hewitt is with Freddie Prinze, hanging out, flirting with each other. And according to Ray, who is Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character, he says to her,
Did you know the success rate of high school sweetheart relationships is higher than any other type of relationship?
which I thought was a smooth line, but like, Jesus Christ, was it that easy to just say that and that was it? It was Freddie Prinze Jr. and it was Jennifer Love Hewitt, probably two of the hottest looking people in that time, so it makes sense. But do you believe this is true?
No, I don't believe that's true. That was definitely just a line.
Yeah.
That was a line for sex.
No, it's not. It's true.
It's just a pickup line.
It's just a pickup line.
Straight up pickup line. You saw when they were riding home, when everyone was in the car, they were just looking at each other like, yeah. Yeah, we just got it in, y'all. It's gonna sound like I'm complaining a lot. I just thought for Jennifer Love Hewitt to be in this movie, her wardrobe was so fucking weird. And I only asked this because they put her in some weird jumper and she had a bunch of like old lady sweaters on. I hate oversized hats, and she had them on in this movie, which I think was a poor choice for her because, she's this young stud. Did that stick out to you throughout the movie?
So, especially at the time when I watched it, like I was young, so I was judgmental as fuck. And so I did notice it the first time, because like at some point she has like V-necks on and like her boobs look good. So I think that she's going through some shit, Ray. Okay, she doesn't have time to get dressed up.
Let's move on in the movie. So as we see these kids, leaving the beach, they're partying in the car, drinking, going crazy, hanging out at the sunroof, and of course, in horror fashion, they run over somebody. I just think the way they handled running over this dude was really weird. They could have easily got out of this situation, in my opinion.
I think he's dead.
Shit!
Do you think there's anything they could have done differently to like make that situation better?
Yeah, so just call the police. I mean, they're kids. They could say somebody else was driving. Like, it's not a super well-lit road. It's like in the mountain or something. Like, it would have been very plausible to say, we accidentally hit this guy, he ran out in the middle of the street, end of discussion. It would have been so easy, but they just went and made it 15 billion times harder with all the other stuff that they did instead of just getting out of it.
Me, I'm a punk. I would have called the cops right away.
Listen to yourselves! No, we are going to the police!
We don't have time for your shit!
Freddie, you were driving. It wasn't me. I don't care.
Yeah.
He wasn't even drinking, so they would have been good.
Just say somebody else was driving. It would have been fine.
But it shows you, I guess, how stupid teenagers at that time could have been.
My crown! He's got my crown!
So, as we get more into the movie, when the fisherman is trying to get his revenge back, I hate the fact that Barry literally is running in a straight line when he's getting chased by the fisherman in the car. He just keeps running straight. You can clearly see he could go left or right to avoid it all. I don't know if it's the writing that fucking bothered me so much watching this a second time, but it just didn't seem like things that were happening was realistic. And
Yeah.
when I was younger, I was a lot more naive watching this movie, but as an adult, like watching it, you're kind of like, nobody will fucking do that. Like, it's just so weird to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That scene bothered the shit out of me. When the killer does catch up to Brian Phillippe after they get into that collision, he gets out the car, stands above him, and then all of a sudden we just fade to black and go to a scene of him in a hospital. Like, what the fuck was the point of the killer chasing him when he had the perfect opportunity to kill him?
There was a warning.
I don't like that shit. No. There's no warning. There's no warning from Art the Clown. There's no warning from Jason Voorhees. There's no warning from Michael Myers. There's just a lot of holes in the script that's bothering me. Especially because when he was at Helen's room, hiding in the closet or wherever he was, and then when she goes to bed, he just writes soon on the fucking mirror and cuts her hair while she's sleeping. You could have easily killed her, like, right there. Like, it's such a great opportunity to get this body over with, move on to the next.
He wanted to bother her first.
God, I hate it.
He's trying to fuck with her.
You know what? You guys should check out a mirror once in a while. You two look like shit run over twice.
He's just a good prankster, I guess.
He is a good prankster. Remember the crabs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get to that right now, actually. Because I did want to mention in that one scene, the fisherman is waiting for Julie to just discover Max's body in the trunk. And when Julie finally opens the trunk and sees it all, she goes and runs over to
away.
Helen's house instead of taking the car, when it would have been so much easier to show them in the car instead of them running back to the scene altogether. It's just, what the fuck? And at the same time, when they come back to check the car, there's no body and no crabs in the trunk. Matter of fact, it looked like a brand new car. There was not even a crab leg or anything in there. He's cleaned that thing out.
Come on, Julie. Let's go back to the house.
Where's your jacket, Barry?
Shut the hell up!
The more I started to watch this film and was getting really deep into it, did we really like this movie?
Yes,
Because it just makes no
exactly.
sense, honestly.
Yeah.
I know what you did last summer. Ooh, what a crock of shit.
This is the first time I've ever rewatched it. I just remembered it from before, but when I really paid attention to what was going on, there's so many moments where it's like,
Really?
what?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. What?
And, you know I gave the TV show a lot of shit when it came out. Because I was like, oh, the original is so much better. After seeing the TV show and then watching the movie, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It's definitely, like, on the same level of dumbness.
Yeah, I've never seen the TV show before.
You don't need to, trust me. It's so
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Oh my god, it's so bad. And then we get the iconic, what are you waiting for, huh?
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Scary Movie did it better.
Scary Movie did do it better. Oh my goodness.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Fuck you!
I feel like I'm talking so much shit about this.
We are talking a lot of shit about it.
Alright,
But I mean, it's not good, so
It's
it's
not.
not like we can.
what can we do, right?
We're just telling the truth.
A toast to us.
Somebody's buzz.
Yo, Chumby, take a hike.
Alright, so we get to the end of the film, the whole climax, right? And Julie is running away from Ray because she suspects he's the killer. So we see some random guy at the boat dock just clothesline Ray and then tells Julie to run to his boat, which was automatically, to me, super sus. Who the fuck is this guy? And she trusts him like right away and runs straight to his boat, to where she basically discovers evidence of newspaper clippings and photos from different scenes in the movie of the killer basically stalking them. The fisherman had time to do all of these pranks, fucking hide in bushes and take photographs of them.
Perfect timing.
I really hate the killer in this movie. I hate him.
Wait,
What?
should we check his wallet and see who he is?
Why?
I know Kevin Williamson was part of the writing team on this, and I hope that this was a situation where the executive producers or the studio just had a bunch of input in changing the script. If this was the original draft, then I think maybe he was just partying a little bit too much still off the success of Scream.
I was gonna ask you that too, actually. I was gonna ask you about that because literally he came off of writing Scream and then we get this shit show. It's like, I can't believe that.
Right?
You sound like a bunch of vigilantes.
It's July 4th, Ray. Okay, this is his day. Whatever he has planned is gonna happen today unless we stop him.
You could tell when producers have their hands in movies too much, and like the original art that was created is not really being shown on screen. It's just being produced for a studio.
Right.
Like you can see that sometimes, but I feel like this might have been one of those situations.
Could just be a shitty movie. I mean, it could just be not a good job.
Yeah, it could just be a shitty movie. You know, everyone doesn't have all hits. I get it. Thank you all for checking out this video. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you all again for tuning in. Until the next video, we'll see you all soon.